Hello Pisces, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here. We're going to dive right into your reading. I like to begin with a Rumi quote and a thank you. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who likes, shares, comments, subscribes. Those of you who have been watching my videos for a long time and just been so supportive. I really do appreciate you guys. I feel like you know who you are, right? But thank you, sincerely, thank you. And to those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I am really happy to have you here. Wow, guys. I'm really happy to have you here, and I just encourage you to remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Guys, okay, your Rumi quote fell out right away, and it went kind of far. Don't ask anyone about love. Ask love itself. Whoa, oh my gosh, that just like literally hit me in the heart chakra. Wow, don't ask anyone about love. Ask love itself. Wow. I'm gonna have to sit with this. I'm gonna have to meditate on this energy. If you speak well of others, you will always be in a paradise. Oh, I love that. Guys, how fast are we to talk smack on each other? We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. We have so much more in common than we do not. Let's love each other. All right, here we go. Diving in for Pisces. For Pisces, please, Spirit. Oh, what a beautiful message you are beginning with. I love these cards. And guys, again, I always try to, when I use these cards, if I were ever going to recommend a deck that I feel like people could really benefit from having in their life to just pull a card for themselves, it is this deck. I like bought it for my children. I bought it for a lot of my friends. I love this deck. And it covers everything in life, and the pictures elicit certain kind of feelings, and I think it's helpful for you intuitively as a person to like look at these pictures and really take in, what does this mean to me? Anyway, it's called Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Linn. Linn, and you can get it on Amazon or anywhere. It's great. It's really great. So anyway, I don't get anything for that, by the way. I feel like it helps. Anytime we connect with ourselves, like we intentionally spend a moment with ourselves, an introspective moment, a moment of curiosity really with ourselves, which is like pulling oracle cards. That's what that sort of is. What do I need to know? You know, what message is of my highest and best good today, Spirit? You know, anytime we do that, I really think it is so beneficial to our perspective, to the level of zooming in and zooming out we're doing in our life. It's just, it really is. I think you guys all have a natural, you know, inclination towards tarot because you're watching it right now. And you're watching me, and I'm not like a normal tarot card reader. I guess none of us really are normal. What is that? But yeah, this message is beautiful. I think you can even see it just looking at the cards. But you're getting abundance on the bottom of the deck. And you're getting going forward. I feel like, Pisces, we've been talking about this for months. You guys are closing out some kind of cycle where things did not go your way. And there are a lot of doors opening for you. There's a lot of windows opening for you. With a field of flowers and this abundance word, I am seriously getting, you know, in many facets of your life are improving right now, Pisces. And if you have not seen the results, go within. Always start within. You know, what heavy burden can I let go of that's inside me that can, you know, help me raise my vibration? Start there, and the world will respond to you. But this is beautiful energy. You're closing out a cycle. You're moving on this gorgeous journey towards the sun coming up, like either coming up or going down, depending on how you look at it. I think it's coming up in your sky, Pisces. And yeah, you're moving toward it, and you're taking your time, and you're meandering a little bit here, Pisces. And yeah, I feel like that goes with your nature. It just feels, I can just feel a sense of peace and well-being from these cards. All right. Okay, I promised myself only one from each deck. Pisces. Yeah, look at this. Okay. So you have the energy of the Nine of Swords and the energy of the Ten of Pentacles. And, you know, this is really that energy of letting go of stress and anxiety and fear and the sleepless nights and the discomfort and the sense of dis-ease. And it's moving toward abundance. I mean, Pisces, you have 4 cards showing. One says literally abundance, and the other one means it. And you know what it says? Enjoying the outcome. Well, hallelujah. I hope some of you are already on the timeline of enjoying the outcome, because the outcome looks pretty okay to me. Some of you may be going on a vacation, or you may even like live in a tourist destination. I am getting like California, Florida type energy, or like Europe. Like the Mediterranean. But anyway, take it as it resonates. Maybe you should book a trip. Maybe that's what this is saying. Hey, don't worry about the money. It's coming. Book the trip. Guys, don't listen to me. This energy is just intoxicating though, honestly. I feel really affected by it. And I feel like when I feel that way, the people around you guys in your lives are also getting that buzz. You're probably finding yourself becoming more popular, or like your phone is ringing more, or, you know, people are laughing at your jokes more even. I mean, seriously, Pisces, it really feels like, yeah, you're buzzing. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, guys. And keep in mind, we're all on different timelines, so if this hasn't happened, don't worry. That doesn't mean that it's not your reading. If you're still here, it probably has messages in it for you. Hang out. Stay a while. Because you know what I'm about to do? I pulled this deck and I could not understand why until we got this far in your reading. But this is the blockage deck. So what is blocking you? What is keeping you from this goodness, from this beauty? We can see that you're definitely, you know, you're moving on from a period of fear, period of not being happy, maybe not even really sleeping very well. Like, I feel a sense of discomfort. And it's like you're letting it go. You are moving away from it. Okay. I thought I saw something flip. Nope. But I did see something run away. Okay, for some of you, you are not currently talking to this person. That will always put a monkey wrench in it, won't it? Communication is so important. All right, we got it. All right, Pisces. This is sometimes where the point where I can tell this is a general reading. So don't make something fit your story here if it doesn't feel like it fits. Because we don't want to take on more problems, and that's certainly not what tarot is all about. And sometimes when we look at the blockages, it can, you know, if you're trying to make a story yours, don't worry. Like, not every ounce of the story is going to resonate. So just leave it if it's not yours. It can still be your story, and it can still have messages in it, absolutely, in a general reading. But you have this not talking. So some of you are not communicating, and obviously we're not going to bridge any gaps when we're not communicating. So this may come up in the reading. We may, see some energy around communication, but there is a highlight on, obviously, if you're in separation, you can't make progress. And then you have, you can make progress. Oh my gosh, Spirit just scolded me so bad. You can make progress. You make progress by working on yourself, So you have fixing them. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change. Accept them or let them go. Man, I'm getting this message of with you as well. You know what I mean? You have to want to fix yourself also. I was listening to this guy who has a relationship channel on YouTube. Sometimes I'll just leave YouTube playing in the background while I'm doing something. And I just let the universe decide what I need to hear. And so anyway, I was listening to this relationship guy from the Bronx in New York, and he was hysterical. Anyway, he was talking about how we need to make ourselves aerodynamic for the journey, and I am obsessed with this. And he even did this hand gesture where I gotta find out what his name was, but he did this hand gesture aerodynamic, whew. We have to make ourselves streamlined to make it as easy as possible to get through that really tense, beginning part of relationships where we're laying down boundaries, where we're figuring this dance out between two people with very different, sets of backgrounds. So, if we are both sort of doing that, releasing all the burdens that we have within us against love is the way that Rumi would say that aerodynamic thing. If we have done that and they have done that, then it's the Chariot. And the Chariot is what is under this Nine of Swords. So, that's moving ahead successfully where you can really literally be synced up. Because your insecurities aren't occupying your mind, because your fears are not occupying your mind, because you have released those burdens that have made you not aerodynamical. I just thought that was a great analogy. I hope you guys appreciate it. And boundaries, guys, man, in the beginning, this is when you have the opportunity to set boundaries. And what I see so often, and this is especially with women, because we are people pleasers and we are taught by society that is our role, we will just have the most flimsy boundaries. It's we're kind of oh, I know I should draw a boundary here, but you know what I mean? And I think this has been happening over the course of time, but we are really, really, really at a time where I feel our, setting the boundaries in relationships is one of the most important things that we're going to do right now. Because honestly, it's I'm always telling you, the universe does not support an imbalance. And the thing that holds balance in a relationship is boundaries. And so if you have them and they have them and they're healthy, then guess who benefits the most? The connection. So, but we think the opposite. When we're in that situation, we've been so trained to say yes when we mean no. And I don't mean that when I'm about sex. I'm only spelling it because sometimes YouTube censors things. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you really feel you should have a deeper level of commitment before something happens, and your person's trying to pressure you to do it without that. And I mean, I'm talking about anything. like sharing a bank account, moving in, taking a loan, you know, like these serious, serious things that we do in our lives. And people do it all the time in the beginning of relationships when they don't even really know who someone is. And so it's like, I feel like there is this energy of, you know, knowing what your boundaries are, knowing what your standards are, knowing what you will accept from someone and what you will not accept from someone is one of the most important things. But the next most important thing, and this is with all things in life, I swear, is that it's implementing it, it's listening to it, and it's trusting it. And it's like, okay, if this is my boundary, I break it for no one. I break it for no one, because that boundary is there because I love myself. And then there's also this energy of indecision. and you know, this particular indecision card, because there's a road this way, a road this way, a road this way. Normally we're just standing at the crossroads, right? You go this way or you go that way. It's not like all of these options. So this is giving me Seven of Cups vibes, which is a Piscean energy. This isn't something that I normally experience, but I trust that you guys probably do, where it's like you can see so many options that it makes you kind of afraid to make a decision. Or they immediately like overwhelm you, so you can't. You know, when we feel that sense of overwhelm, it's like the oxygen cuts off to our brain. It's like, no, I really can't decide. I'm a Libra. I'm the Two of Swords all over the place. And then you have too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. You know, this too much card, I hear what it says, and maybe that is a message for some of you, but I am getting codependent. I am getting another kind of, well, codependency is like kind of based on not having boundaries, not having good, healthy boundaries for yourself. And so you just abandon yourself, you know, or that's how I feel. It's like you no longer think you're capable of making yourself happy unless you have that person. Well, that's a load of crap. I can promise you that. We are self-contained, miraculous beings that have everything we need inside of us, period. God created us in his likeness. We have this energy of, you know, I'm almost getting the sense with the not talking thing where all I can do is think about what it could be or what it might be or what should have been or what could have been, or, you know, all of these alternates of, if I would have done this, then it would have worked. If I wouldn't have done this, then, you know, I could have spared myself that suffering. You know, kind of energy a little bit. And, you know, we gotta be really careful when we get into that kind of territory just as people, because we, above anyone else in the world, deserve our loving kindness and our grace. You know, you did the best you could with where you were, and these experiences that we're having in life are learning lessons. Like, the point is, we don't know what we're doing. The point is that we're trying to figure it out. And we're trying to figure out what it's about so that we can make decisions, right, that are in alignment. So if you find yourself on one of these kind of, you know, mental patterns of just kind of beating yourself up or kind of fixating on what you could have done, a lot of things could have been different, right? But whatever it was, hopefully you found the gift in it, therefore the point, therefore you're not going to go through that exact thing again. You're going to move on to something different. And that's what I feel like is happening. You guys are moving on to something different. And maybe you have learned a lot about this. Maybe because your mind was fixated on them, you thought, okay, I'm going to make myself more aerodynamic for dating. I'm going to figure out what this is all about, like why I do this, what makes me get there. And you know what? Good for you if you did, because that's your best chance. All right. This energy, Pisces, for you right now is just literally buzzing. It feels like helium. And I'm an air sign. All right, here we go. Wow, okay. I shuffled and I heard, look at the bottom of the deck. And this is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, a great deck. And it has the setting of the element, right? So this is the Palace of Wands, the setting of desire. That's how we're starting off. That's where we're at. I'm here. Like abundance going forward, the Palace of Wands, Pisces. Man, the freaking Star card, the King of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. What are you guys doing? What have you got going on? You're buzzing. People are looking at you, Pisces. Oh my God. Like you are such a mystery, such an enigma. They're so intrigued. It's like, something you can't take your eyes off. And there's a setting that may even be occurring or maybe coming up or something where it's an opportunity for this to like even grow. You know what I mean? For this, like the desire to just sort of build with this King of Cups and the Star card. It's time, Pisces. This person is in your life for a reason, for sure. With the King of Cups, this is someone who's emotionally mature. This is someone who may be just like, I am feeling all the feelings and like I am good with it. They could be a water sign. Could definitely be a Scorpio with the Wheel of Fortune next to it. That's the fixed water sign, but could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be. You also have Aquarius showing on the bottom of the deck. And all the fixed signs on the Wheel of Fortune. But there's just this energy of when you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Star card, this is an explosion of, yes, this is happening right now for a reason. This didn't happen any sooner than now for a reason. And this isn't happening 5 days from now for a reason. Like this is meant to be right now. It's fate. It's fate. So yeah, this person is definitely in your life for a reason. And I feel, sometimes people can really develop feelings without, I don't know, meaning to or intentionally being open to it. It's like, I don't know why this is coming up, but it's coming to my mind that like, if you're hanging out all the time with someone or like you work with someone or you know what I mean, you have this proximity to someone and they're just mysterious and they've captivated your attention and it's like you may notice that you're like really curious about this person but you may not notice anything else. But the more you watch, especially if you're the King of Cups and especially if you're a Scorpio, but the more you watch, or a Cancer, honestly, the more you watch, the more enthralled you become. And then it's kind of like when you're away, you're really missing that person. You really find that sense of loss. And when you feel that, that's when you begin to know, man, I have feelings, right? And so it feels like there is this energy of someone who's kind of had enough time to figure out that they have some feelings involved in this situation. I'm getting like, they have some skin in the game. So this could be someone from your past, Pisces, who you haven't been talking to. This could be someone new. You've gone through this whole cycle in the past, and now it's time for you to move on to a new one with a new person, learn something different. You close out a past cycle. But this is the King of Cups. Maybe what you learned is that you're not dealing with emotionally unavailable people anymore. Here we go. This is a strong ass soulmate, Pisces. Oh man, see? Okay. Someone, wow. See, someone is a secret admirer, Page of Cups. That's a secret admirer card, but this is like, this can be where also too, where someone has deeper feelings for you that they're really letting on, than they're really like sharing with you. They may be going to tell you. They definitely see your value, Pisces, and they definitely see you as, commitment material. With the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this person may be coming out of a cycle of healing or may still be in a cycle of healing, especially with the Star card on the bottom of the deck next to it. It's kind of like that double sort of healing energy, but part of this relationship or part of this connection, and this connection coming in at this time may be actually to help this person heal, with the Star card on the bottom of the deck, and the Wheel of Fortune. It might be the same for you, Pisces. With the Wheel of Fortune being clarified by the Strength card, this is a very strong soulmate. This, and even with the Strength card, this may be a relationship that's supposed to help you tame some beast inside. Overcome some kind of lower vibrational tendency that you have. Oh my gosh, yeah, Pisces, Lord have mercy on my soul. You guys have the Tower and you have the Four of Cups with the Two of Cups. And you have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I almost kind of feel like this is two people who are mourning relationships in which they may have left feeling rejected. Or this can be a kind of a situation where it's like two people who kind of want the same thing, but they kind of, it's almost like all of their experiences have not been that. So it's like, I don't want to say they've given up on it. They may have actually found it in other places. You both may have like a dog or something like that. Just that's for some of you. There's just this energy of disappointment, boredom, discontent when it comes to trying to find this relationship, trying to find someone to even have a relationship with. It's like there's just nothing out there. And you have the Tower, and it's like, well, something comes in out of the blue. Oh, I promised myself today that if I got the Tower or the Devil, I was going to clarify them with one of these. So we have the Tower. Let me clarify it with one of these. Oh, geez. See, I told you. Oh my God, Pisces. Yeah, there's something here about abandonment. In some cases, both of you were rejected, or both of you were, I mean, you may have been the one to walk away, but it may be because your person cheated, or, you know, like there's just somebody turned out not to be who they were supposed to be, you know, or who they said they were, or who you saw in them, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, might be sort of standoffish or cold toward love, but you have this ecstasy on the bottom of the deck, chasing thrills, excitement, good time. This is like that Evanescence Wake Me Up song that I was channeling the other day. It's coming back now, and it's like something about here, you know, I'm just like, I'm sort of, it's like an opportunity that just comes out of the blue, it almost feels like. Or something happens out of the blue that, like, it may even allow you to sort of let go of this barrier that makes it really possible for this to move in a new direction. But this is meeting someone that kind of takes your breath away out in the blink of an eye. Baba. Bogdy. Bob. Get your duck. Yeah, get your duck. Don't get upset. Sorry guys. And you have the Four of Cups with the Two of Cups. With this ecstasy card, it's telling me that, like, we're going from this period of being really discontent and really bored to this place where I'm looking at a soulmate, you know, this could be my person kind of energy. in a heartbeat with the Tower energy. And it's like, it may be to shake you out of this space of, you know, healing from some kind of relationship where you felt abandoned, or even just maybe even addressing your abandonment wound. We all have the abandonment wound. Whoa. Yeah, this is like learning a spiritual lesson, and this can be an offer coming in out of the blue. So it's like we had to learn something from this situation. Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. We had to learn something from this situation. Remember that rabbit with the cow? I don't know why I'm bringing that up. But also someone is offering someone something. And this is so interesting because there is a feminine looking page and a masculine looking page, and they're like side by side here. So it almost feels like two people who are kind of in the same place. Like maybe I haven't been in a relationship for a while because of what happened in my past relationship, or because I got stuck here trying to fix myself, or I got stuck, you know, maintaining space for somebody who was just completely absent from my life and incapable of returning because they were not a vibrational frequency. And it's like I had to learn that that was the case. And now I'm here. And this is my first attempt, maybe even at a relationship after kind of a major disaster. And it's somebody is offering something to someone. And with, you know, this is fate. This is a new beginning. This energy right here starts some kind of journey that, I mean, you have the Fool and you have the Magician. That's the 0 and the 1 of the major arcana. So this is like part of this relationship is to progress these people beyond the space that they're arriving to this relationship at, you know? And I feel like, you know, with the Page of Coins, this is someone who's offering something meaningful, something stable, something reliable. It's grounded, and it may not necessarily feel like a lot, but there's a lot behind it. With the Page of Swords, this is someone who's like carefully considering it, you know. There's someone who I feel like they have like learned how to use the sword, but not really experienced the danger of it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of in a way. It's like, I get that this person was in a relationship with a lot of mental manipulation, is I guess kind of like what I want to say. And so they've learned how to cut through it, but they may not have had to really like deal with that in a relationship, or I'm not really sure. But this is coming together for a reason. And man, there is a rabbit, there is a blue jay, there is a white dove, and there is a gray dog, or a white dog, I'm not really sure. A light colored dog. That may be some kind of sign for some of you. I'm so drawn to them, and my ear is ringing while I'm looking at them. But this is some fated new beginning between these two people who are sort of just starting out. You know, I guess with the Page of Swords also, what I'm trying to say is that they learned this lesson of mental manipulation, but it's like they have pulled the sword out. Like they've recovered, they've healed. That's what I'm getting. Like I mean, you don't forget the experience, right? But like, it's kind of like somebody who's like, I want a relationship that doesn't include that. Something that's healthy, something that's happy. And when I see it, I'm going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to be wise. I'm going to choose this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to send the message. I'm going to go all in. And it's like, I feel like this person is like, okay, but here's my heart. You better take really good care of it. With the Magician on the bottom of the deck, this is alchemy. And, you know, all relationships kind of have an element of alchemy to them, right? Because it's you and it's me, and then it's this relationship between us. Like, we're transmuting our own energy also into this. And it's certainly, I feel like with both of these pages, two people who kind of learned a lesson the hard way and have had to heal, have had to kind of alchemize themselves in order to be able to be this open and this innocent to a relationship again, a second time. There's something so honest and so genuine about these page energies. And with the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, it's like, okay, you want the same thing I want. You know what I mean? It's just like, I see this with you. The long term, the long haul. Emotional contentment. Maybe a family, maybe a home, maybe a dog. Oh my God, you guys. Wow. Okay. You have the Six of Wands. You guys keep getting the Six of Wands. I feel like I say that every day. The Six of Wands is that energy of victory and celebration after a long battle. And it is also tied to engagement. So, you know, and then you have that Palace of Wands that we saw when we started this reading, right? And the Knight of Cups. It's like, you know, part of me feels it's a little love nesty, you know what I mean? But another part of me just feels like you may be kind of in a space, either metaphorically in your life or, you know, literally in a physical space where it's like this desire has opportunity to grow. And there is something like, for some of you, this could be someone who really liked you for a long time that's finally getting an opportunity, and it's making them feel like they're on top of the world, or they feel like they had to really like work hard for the opportunity here to like come in towards you. There's also that energy of like someone's focus being like put on you, and that feeling of like being on top of the world, or you know, I don't know. Even feeling attractive. I even get a little bit of like, I still got it energy from that card. It's a card of Leo. Take it as it resonates. You have the Palace of Coins on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is an energy with the Palace of Wands, of a place where the desire can grow and take it into something that is like more serious, or that maybe you physically do move in together. But it's like building kind of that solid foundation and, you know, a solid situation for the relationship. Could be marriage. Could be buying a house together or something like that. You have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck with the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. Someone is taking charge. Someone realizes that this is the moment. that this is the thing they need to like invest in, or they need to like, they know what they see when they see it. You know what you know when you know it. You know what I mean? And this Emperor knows. They may have spent a lot of time spying on the situation, like getting comfortable with the situation. They may have really wanted to know for sure that they could trust this person, because it's possible that their past relationship involved a lot of mental manipulation. And it's like they had to just sit back and watch and see the true nature of it, or of you, to be able to feel so certain. There was no other way. There wasn't anything you could say. There wasn't anything, you know, they needed to just observe. So it may be someone who feels really confident about their choice because of like the recon that they did. For some of you, this you may be not in the same place. This may be someone who's been alone for a while, or planned on being alone for a while. And they're like, nope, I know what I see. Like, I know that what I see is in front of me, because we had that tower energy with this thing coming together. So it's like it happens out of the blue, it feels like, or just really surprising that it would come in right now. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries or a Virgo, but I just feel with the Six of Wands and the Emperor here, this is such a strong masculine energy. It's someone who's going to do what it takes. It's someone who, they know what they know when they know it, and they're confident enough to make a really strong decision when needed. The combination of someone's like desire to follow their heart, and the fact that this desire is only growing in whatever environment this is, this could even be in their mind. It's, you know, that's how this is sort of making progress, or that's how it's coming to this like new opportunity for abundance. Strong Leo. Aries, Aquarius, all the fixed signs. Okay. So I just want to know, so what is this person going to do? What action is this person going to take? You got the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. So what action is this person going to take? Please, Spirit, tell us. Oh, I was like, there's no real action card. Seven of Wands, yes, but not, you know. The Eight of Wands, now we're talking. So this person's going to fight for this. You know, this person is definitely seeing your worth, seeing your value. They're also seeing you as being really super attractive and potentially attracting other people or the attention of other people. They may already feel like they have to like fight off other, you know, other would-be suitors. Or this can be an energy of just like, you know, I don't want to have to do that, or like I need to protect this situation, or like the ground that I have or the access I have to Pisces. And so because I don't want anyone else to come in and like get, you know, because Pisces is so attractive right now, so magnetic right now. But you have the Seven of Wands to the Eight of Wands, so the desire is growing. When we see that Palace of Wands, it's not for nothing. You know, we saw it twice in this reading, and this is like, whatever this is, it feels like this person is in a little bit of a pressure cooker where their desire is sort of like in an ultimate or optimal place to be growing. It may be in absence. Like, honestly, all I can see is the air here or the sky or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it could be even in separation that this person's desire is only growing. A lot of times, especially if this is a male energy, they really need space to find their feelings, or to, to realize they have to miss someone to know that they love them, or that they care about them, or they have feelings. We saw the King of Cups, guys. So, I this may be that someone needed to like go kind of re-solidify, like re-establish themselves with the King of Pentacles in order to be able to like come forward and to really fight for this, to like even have the impetus or the desire to fight for it. It may have required some kind of separation. That's not for everyone, but definitely, I can see it definitely being like this person knows that other people are interested in you, or they think for sure other people must be interested in you. And or, there is some kind of separation. Especially because we have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck from the last grouping of cards, which is telling me that this person is spending time by themselves, really like introspecting and thinking. For others of you, it doesn't have to be like a all the time kind of thing. It can be like, I go out with you and then I go home and I just sort of sit with myself and try to figure out, like, is this the thing for me? Is this what I've been looking for? But I think in that absence, this person does nothing but become more and more sure. Especially because, like, you got the King of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Wands, remember earlier I said, well, we'll see if there's going to be some kind of communication. Oh, yeah, because of the not talking. Well, look at that. There's your answer. You got the Eight of Wands. That's communication. So I do think for a lot of you, this person will be reaching out. Or if you are, like, with this person, or you're not maybe necessarily with the person, but you're spending time with the person or talking to the person, it could be where there's some kind of talk where something is actually like revealed, or even just communication around, like, I feel like it's kind of taking you off the market. You also have the 7, 8, 9. Like, there's so much progress happening here. And it may literally be something that you cannot see. All right, Pisces. So best possible outcome at this moment is communication. Someone coming in, maybe even in the energy to fight for it. To fight for you, even. All right. Oh, whoops. Wrong deck. Let me get you some messages. It's like this is if you're dealing with a water sign. It's like we share the same mind and heart. I want more with you one day. Your beauty and grace captivates me, and you leave me breathless and without words. If you are dealing with a fire sign, you're getting the kindness in your heart is so beautiful. You're the only one who understands me at such a deep level. Facing my reflection is more than I can handle, and you're like my long-lost best friend. If you are dealing with an earth sign, whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't bring myself to open up and let you in. Can we just kiss all night? Where do we go from here? And so we meet again, my dear friend, through space and across time. Ooh, maybe something coming in kind of soon there. If you're dealing with an air sign, how do I get you alone? Everything I do reminds me of you. I want you by my side. I tried to stop these feelings, but now you are burning hotter and brighter than ever within me, and you are my star who outshines all others. Pisces, this is what I have for you today. I really hope it helps. I hope it brought you some peace and clarity. I love how much abundance we started off your reading with, and I mean, it feels like someone's coming in, they have getting the confidence to come forward and to change things up. maybe through some communication. But it's definitely happening now for a reason, or whenever this happens for you. We're all on different timelines, so timing isn't really something you can figure out in a general reading. But if this isn't where you're at now, start wherever you are and work toward it. Claim it, own it. You know, it's possible. All right, guys, this is what I have for you. Until next time, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye.